Oh, I wonder if you guys can hear me. Give me the thumbs up if you can. Oh, heck yeah, dude. I freaking love this song. Let's go. What is happening, everybody? I'm feeling a bit cocky tonight. I don't know why. I've been without sugar for 12 days now, and I can tell you it's like the best thing you've ever tried in my life. So it's going to be a fun stream. I kind of like want to hang out with people, like the people that have talked to me a lot in my chats, leave wonderful comments. I see, yeah, my darling Sherry out there. You're such an angel. You're always such a blessing. I just want to highlight that because I see you out there, and it shows basically I'm a firm believer in how what you say, how you speak, your thoughts and intentions can change the world around you to the point that they can scientifically prove that your thoughts and intentions can change matter, physical, DNA, water, structure, plant, growth, matter, your thoughts. And if it can do that to those things, what is it doing to our bodies? What is it doing to people around us? Okay. Now that's a different story. Obviously, I love talking about that. It's like my passion. I can go on and on about that forever. But I wanted to talk a little bit about, oh, hold on. And I wish I could pull up comments from Rumble. It's weird. Like, since I'm doing it through StreamYard, but then through the Rumble Studio, it's like, for some reason, Rumble comments don't show up in my thing. So I don't know. But I see you, my darling Sherry, and you say, oh, thank you so much. You're going to make me cry. Bless you. Well, bless you too. So that's why I want to highlight you, because you are doing what we're supposed to be doing as believers in Christ. And Bright Star, so good to see you. Totally agree, Abby. And then Sherry says, you're such a light. Well, thank you so much. But it's not really me. It's the Spirit through me. That's kind of like how it's supposed to work. So that's means I'm doing a good job. And I forgot to get freaking water. So my mouth started getting dry. Well, what I'll do is first, before I talk about my whole crazy experience cutting sugar out of my life, I've been out of it for 12 days now. Massive clarity in my mind. My joint pain in my ankles has completely gone away. Guys, I was like to the point where sometimes I'd wake up in the morning, I'd be like hobbling, right? I'd be hobbling and I'd have to work it out, right? That's gone. Like, not just a little bit gone, it's just gone. And I was like, what is going on? Not to mention I've lost 20 pounds. Like, yeah, actually today it's like 21 pounds. I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to go with it. I felt really good about it. I want to jump on the Maha train. I want to be also, since I'm in a position of people, you guys watch my stream. I want to be an example. I want to be example in every way I can be. And that's a very important part. Your mind, your soul, but then also your body. This is your temple. We're told very often in the Bible that it's our temple and we do need to take care of it. That being said, if you're eating donuts and this and that, you're not a bad person. Okay. I'm not like shaming people that eat sugar. I hate that freaking culture. I hate anything. Like, people make their own decisions. I'm just saying, I tried no sugar and I'm like, holy crap. I've just been like, my brain, and I didn't know this was happening. That's the other thing. If you've been on sugar, let's say for 20 plus years or however long you've been alive, and then now you go without it, it's a feeling you've never felt before. And I mean, like, serious cutting it out. Every product, ketchup, it's in it. Have ketchup. I found sugar-free ketchup. And I know there's a debate about those sweeteners. Look to see what RFK Jr. said about it. They're just as bad as sugar, is what he's saying. However, for the time being, if it can get me off sugar, right? This is just me. So this is no advice, or this is not, because people make their own decisions. It's just the thing that helps me. I can still have a few little sweet things, right? Like the jam and things like that. But I just wanted to get completely off of like highly processed sugar and see what that does. First of all, my insulin's not spiking anymore. So now my body is going, oh, well, let's do a steady pace of burning the fat. Because when insulin spikes, for some weird reason, all your fat cells in your body go, let's not burn. Let's stay tight in reserve. Americans are spiking their insulin in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and it takes about 6 to 8 hours for that spike to go down. So I've been basically going without that spike. They call it ketosis. People call it keto. But specifically what I'm doing is even more strict. I'm not even eating natural sugar. I'm going to add that once I lose enough weight. That's kind of like my goal. Sorry, I like telling you my life story for some reason. But hey, you joined here. It's called Let's Talk. But so that's what I'm doing. And I think when I get down to like a nice healthy weight, like I don't want to get anorexic or any of that crap. I just want to get to a nice weight. Then I think I'll start eating natural sugars and fruits and things. For the time being, I've been eating like, hello.
Are you watching?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I was like, is Abby calling me?
Wait, did I ruin your thing?
No. It's not,
Okay, because we're in the same StreamYard and I saw all your music. Hold on, guys. So I saw all your music and stuff.
Hi, Abby's live stream.
I don't know if you can see Brad.
Yeah.
He's like right over there. Yeah, there he is.
All right, I'm going back. My son's little son.
Oh, okay. So you're still doing that? Sweet. Love you. Okay. He's doing his thing and him and Jay Triet were talking football and all this stuff. So anyways, that I don't even know what was going on. But so yeah, after all that, then I'm gonna add in the sugars and things like that are natural and try that out, see how it does. If I start feeling that swelling or that inflammation or I start getting this asthma stuff, I'm gonna probably lessen. So but as far as right now, guys, yeah, you have to want it, right? And then you're like, well, like for me, it's a huge health thing. I'm like on all these things. I'm always on different inhalers or drugs, and all these things are my silly, stupid asthma. So basically, my white blood cells are always spiking like I'm under attack in my lungs. It's just a type of autoimmune. They call it eosinophilic asthma, but it sucks because you're constantly making mucus. You're constantly coughing, all this kind of stuff. I've been off of the breads, having a donut, no cakes, nothing like that. Literally, I don't even have rice and I don't even have potatoes, guys. Yes, I'm sorry, potatoes. Yes. I've not been having any problems. So I'm like, okay, I think God showed me a solution. And I came to all this by just grokking it. I was like, Grok, why is everybody so sick and fat all the time? I'm like, let's find a solution. It's like sugar. Okay, I've heard sugar 1,000 times. But then it was like, it's in the hidden sugar. And if you have 1 tablespoon of ketchup, this is where it just blew my mind. You have 1 tablespoon of ketchup, right? You're thinking, I'm eating healthy, whatever. Just that 1 tablespoon has enough of sugar in it that will cause your insulin to spike for like, it's crazy. It's like 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours. So you're not losing any weight at the time. And then like, even if you exercise, your body's still saying, hold on to the fat. Your burning calories could be the ones that you just ate, like not your fat storage. That's the whole point. So anyways, mind blown. And it's been really working for me. But the biggest thing was just losing weight, but also losing the pain that I had. I have a lot of joint pain and things like that. And the doctors, they want to label me as having like arthritis, whatever. But I hear all these things like diabetes, arthritis, all this stuff. It's like, I think those things can be reversed. I think they call it autoimmune disease to make it sound permanent so that you accept it, so that you buy their drugs. So anyways, it's been a fun journey and really taking your health back. You kind of got to get red pilled in the food section, right, guys? And of course, I know you guys are all talking about like all natural, non-GMO, completely organic. I'm 100% on board. But even right now, like we're very remote out here. We're very remote. And sometimes like you could only pick the one lettuce that they provide at the one store, right? Sometimes that's a situation. I'm not making excuses, but it is kind of a problem here. I go down south and I'm like, there's so many options. It's crazy. But yes, and I was growing my own lettuce. That was great in the summer. So, but yeah. So all of those things, it's really taking back control of your body, your health. And so that's the body, that's the temple. And of course, we're freed with our mind. We've been red pilled, right? Red pill in our mind. And then of course, then the soul, like the spiritual aspect, if you haven't taken that journey yet, I highly recommend it because I do believe that we're eternal. So I don't think you die. And Nobody can prove it. Like they're like, your body dies. We're like, well, but what about you? Right? We could call it consciousness, but it's a lot more than just your brain. That's the other thing. It's like you're a thing, right? You know you're in there. I always feel like I'm kind of like right in here, right? I feel like I'm definitely in here. But there's such amazing studies about people that were dying, and they were okay with participating in this study, that they were on a very, very sensitive weighing scale when they were dying. And they measured that at the point of death, they lost, like, I don't know, don't even quote me, but it was a measurable amount left the body. And it was before, breath, or I don't even know what all the stuff they were saying. It was just like the weight of it actually lessened. That was a sign there was some sort of something that weighed, something that had weight. So that's very interesting. But yes. Anyways, I got so sidetracked. I do need to go get a glass of water. So real quick, first I'm going to jump in here real quick because you guys are like talking like crazy and I love you. All right. I scrolled down. Okay. Red Star, I need to get back on track. Keto and intermittent fasting. Okay, that's the other thing I'm doing. I am doing intermittent fasting. Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm doing 8-16. At first that was hard. Now it's just totally normal. My body's like accepted it. I've totally even forgotten about it. Plus, this is a fun little trick I found out. I couldn't believe it. Your body does not jump out of ketosis. Okay, so everybody that's doing this and doing intermittent fasting, you can have coffee with cream. Just don't overdo the cream, obviously, because you don't want to spike it too much. But since there's no added sugar in the cream, you do coffee and cream during your fast. Bro, it was like game changer for me. I'm like, I gotta do something. I gotta do it. So that's a nice lifesaver right there. But okay. I got sidetracked again. Yes, intermittent fasting has helped. Helped me in the past, and I felt fabulous. Yeah, it's great. I needed this tonight, Abby. Good timing. Oh, great. Yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys. We're just going to hang out and talk. Basically, if you want, say you saw something in the news, and you're like, what the fuck? Throw it in the comments. I'll pull it up. We'll check it out. You know what I mean? Say that you got something weird going on in your life. You don't have to be specific, but like, I need prayer about anger. I'm having a hard time, or whatever the heck, right? Just like leave it in there. We'll have a good conversation. Hi, Brad. Bye, Brad. Okay, this is earlier. Damn condiments. I know, I couldn't believe it. Dude, they had 1 gram of sugar in vitamins. You want to know the worst one of all? I have this basil paste. Organic basil paste. Oh, how nice. It has 1 gram added sugar. Why? Like, why? Like, that's when I turned to Brad and I was like, are they doing this on purpose? Like, are they in bed with the pharmaceutical players and they know that if they continue the sugar thing going, that the insulin will continue to spike. Therefore, eventually they're going to overdose on their own insulin. And then eventually their body's going to go, I can't make any more. Stop. Then they're having a diabetic attack. And then they forever have to be on an insulin shot because their body stops making it. Just a conspiracy theory I have. Sorry. Like I said, I'm telling you, like, no sugar has like brought a tremendous amount of energy in me. This is toned down. You should have seen me like day 4. I think it was like kind of withdrawals, in all honesty. I was like, so jittery. I even went and talked to my mom and I was like, man, I just feel like I'm just so freaking jittery. Like I drank 1 trillion cups of coffee and didn't at all. I had to eat and everything. That's the cool thing, is you make sure you eat. You're not like starving yourself at all. You eat until you're full and all this stuff. But it's weird. So my body, I was grokking it, and it was like eventually you level out, which is great. And it's just your body getting used to this ketosis state rather than this high overdose of sugar, all day, every day. it sucks though, because there's so many good things that we eat and they have sugar in it that don't even need to have sugar. Like for the all natural sugar folks, like that's totally great. Like let's say, why aren't we using freaking honey? Why are we using maple syrup? Right? There's a lot of natural sugars out there, like really in non-refined. It's more complex, so it takes a longer time for your body to digest it and break it down. So your insulin isn't going like, it's kind of going like, normal, right? Normal. And yeah, I only know all this though, guys, through just research, and it's crazy. I wish that this could just be known and taught in school, like everybody knows it. Then we could really save ourselves a lot of problems. Okay, it's all from information. You nailed it. It is. Hey, Abby, how are you, hun? Oh, Sherry Tackett. Hi, over to my friends on YouTube. My channel is pretty censored. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, I mean, we can talk about COVID and stuff, and I'm apparently free. But like, as soon as I did, I got so shadow banned. Like, I'll go live here. I have like 4,000 followers, right? I go live on YouTube. Maybe like 3 people show up. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, even if they just showed up for a second, came, alert, that'd make more sense. So I don't know. I don't really like it, but whatever. I just keep speaking. RV there yet? I love your name. Absolutely agree. We are eternal. Is this a pre-record live, or am I just not seeing any chat? Okay. I'm live. So congratulations. Congratulations, you won. Yeah, so I'm live. But like I just said, my YouTube channel is like censored to crap. So welcome. There's other people that are in chat. RV there yet? There's other people in chat, but they're in the Rumble chat. So there's people. I know you just can't see them. Yes, bone broth, so amazing. Thank you, Bright Star. Yeah, I need recipes. I forget her name right now, but she posted some stuff under my. We're actually going to get to that. I'm just going to kind of talk all night, so I hope you guys don't mind. But, okay, have been on. Maybe you're saying meat-based for almost 6 years. Can't imagine any other way at this point. It's awesome. Face red, heart shape. Oh, it's saying your emojis you sent. That's great. Yeah, 100%. Super good. Paleo, carnivore diet, and then keto, I guess, is what I'm on. But it's really just avoid sugar, avoid processed foods. And I'm finding that, like I said, it's criminal, guys. The things they're putting sugar in that doesn't have to be put in. I'm like, why? Like, it just blows my mind. Toothpaste, you name it. You name it. We're just constantly just like sugar all day. And it's totally not natural. The other day, my dad, he brought up something very interesting. So this processed type of cocaine, cane sugar, the white, granulated sugar that we all use in baking and cooking and stuff. So that actually came, I think he said it was first created or whatever in India. No, this was a long time ago, 15 something. I don't know. It was a while back. And then he said the thing that brought it to America, what was interesting, was like the Middle Easterners, right? They're the one that brought the sugar. Now, I'm not being like any whatever. Just take it for what it is. I just thought that was interesting that was what brought it over to the West. Until then, we were not doing that. We were just doing like I said, we were doing honey. We were doing maple syrup. I think we were doing beets, which those ones are processed beets. But there's ways that you can get the sugars in a natural way, right? And then it's not as bad because they're more complex for the body to break down. So yeah, they're just basically making like just like the cocaine leaf, for example. The cocaine leaf in itself I learned about like how these tribes would use it. Like they would chew on it when they had like toothaches or they need to remove a tooth, whatever, because it would numb it and they could whatever. This was the correct way to use it in a natural fashion. Then what they did is they were crazy, like, let's take these and strip them down and cut it and whatever, however they freaking make cocaine, right? And it's this insanely powerful substance, which is not the right way to do it, and insanely addictive and not being used the right way. But I do believe most plants that God created, poisonous ones, obviously, don't touch them. But the ones that have health benefits, we need to be using those first, as opposed to these highly processed, like chemical lab crap that who knows what it's doing to you. So that's how I feel like, and I know it's kind of like a touchy subject, but I don't know. I think that's a no-brainer. I don't trust big pharma. Oh, so anyways, I don't know. Am I gonna get the stream taken down? I don't know. We'll see. YouTube, I'm sorry if something happens. Bright Star, I add MCT oil to my bulletproof tea. Good for the bright. Oh yeah, dude. James Alex Rohrback, my bro and his wife saw a plane a few months ago landing near Seattle. She was bored and looked up and at the tail number. It was a former Epstein plane, new owner. What? What is that about? Okay, interesting. Very interesting. I'll look that up. I'll look it up. Thank you guys. Yeah, no, I love you guys putting this stuff in here. Like what the heck? Brad found something crazy too. He found something crazy too. One of the crisis actors that was a known crisis actor for like one of the, I don't know if it's a Parkland shooting. I'll probably bring him in here in a minute and so I get it right. But basically, he was at the other shooting. So it's like, are we wrong to think that because you're a known crisis actor and you're at this shooting and then you so happen to be like, bro, what are the chances, right? Yeah, crazy. Okay, I'm gonna look up this Epstein thing in just a minute. Definitely. Dr. Jason Fung has a fasting book with great recipes. Oh, I got to look at that. So Dr. Jason Fung. Okay. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil was probably sugar cane. You know, that's so funny and so sad and so probably could be true. Who knows? Right. Rice is awesome, in my honest opinion. I lived in Africa as an infant, had every meal. Yeah, and so I think this is what I think with the carbs, like as far as natural carb, like say in rice, like natural plant things. First of all, make sure they're whole, right? Not like stripped rice or whatever. Just make sure it's like organic, right? But I think that if you have a already whole gut, you can handle it. But I think the Western, right? Because I think the sugar is the thing that cracks that dam, right? Now you're screwed. And then now anything, even if it's good carbs, right? And there is a difference. We know there's a difference between in the same amount, but one of them is like highly processed carb and one is a God natural plant carb or animal fat carb, right? Anyways, crap, I forgot where I was going. It had to do with what you're saying. Oh yeah, the rice. So I think when the gut is fixed, it can handle that because that's the way God made sugar too. So obviously we're supposed to have it, but I think in moderation. The Bible says to do everything, but do it in moderation. They've really been drugging us out. I think that's what I'm starting to realize. You could eat sugar cane from the sugar thing. That was great. When I was in Mexico, it was just like literally like it looked like what was it called? Like a bamboo stick. And my sister Amy, she's like, here, check this out. And she cut it open. And it was like had these little crystallized. It was like even crystally in there. And I kind of sucking and eating it out. It was so good. I was like, this came from a plant? Excuse me? Like, I guess sugar does grow on plants. But yeah, that was really good. But yeah, so yeah, I think they messed our gut up, right? So I think once you can heal that, then you'll be good. So yeah. Anyways, I need to go get a drink of water. I'm going to play this funny meme dad clip. That's just my favorite. And so I figured I'd share it with you guys. I'll be right back.
I can have a meme war with anybody and destroy him. And I've done it. And people actually bail at the end and go, who is this guy? He's got like every meme ever produced on the internet. He can knock us out with his memes. And I do. I have tons of memes. I'll just keep memeing them to death until they just surrender because they just can't do it anymore. They don't have the memes that I have. I have a folder on my computer just full of memes. And I can just go to that folder and open it up. And there they are. There's all my memes. And I started to, alphabetize my memes so I can find them more quickly. I realized not having them alphabetized was a problem for me. If you have, weapons, you have to be able to get to them. And you got to know where they are, which ones are where they are. So, I alphabetize them so I can get to them quickly. And I can use them fast. Because a lot of times in a meme war, it's about speed. You got to get to your memes quick.
So first, when he joined Facebook, it was fine. He did like the normal old person stuff. He talked to his friends from high school. It's like everything you expect. And then came the memes. And it was just a constant flow of memes. Like my whole wall, my whole newsfeed, just memes everywhere.
I'm stocked. I got weapons. It's like a nuclear arsenal. I have memes. So if you piss me off and I have to dig in there, and I don't want to do it. I mean, if you make me do that, you're in a lot of trouble. I don't want to do it. I really don't. I don't want to press the button and go in there and get these memes.
Don't want to do it. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. But if I have to do it, I'll do it. Like the part when he says, it got to the point where he started alphabetizing, right, with folders and stuff. That's what's happened. I have like my go-to folders that have so many memes. Like so many memes. It's like my life collection, and it's from the very beginning of the Q time. So I have one that's called Where We Go When We Go All folder. And that has everything Q, everything like that. Not Q drops, because that's a separate folder, obviously. But anything like that. And I have like a Bible meme quote folder. So these are for like uplifting things, whatever. Then I have all kinds of stuff, anything like from science to Pizzagate to whatever. But doing that, I took it serious when Q said, archive these things offline. At the time, you're like, oh, okay, well, I gotta find them on the internet. Little did we know the censorship machine was so vast and so wide. I have things, I don't even know if I say this on here, but that don't really exist on the internet anymore. That's because they removed them. You notice if you go back to the Q posts, almost all the links you click say 404 error not found, or just takes you to like a blank page on Fox News. You're like, well, what was that article? Why was that removed? Or like literally almost every Q drop. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. I should show it at one point. It just shows you the information warfare is real. That's why they don't like people like me or you, is because we speak the truth, and that's a big threat to them. So, you guys are so amazing. With that, I want to talk about my latest song I put out. I don't know if you guys saw it. I will play it again. I am proud of it. And this song, I was thinking, like, do I put lyrics with it? Because I know that can't really hear half the things I say sometimes, probably. But then it was just throwing the video off. But I'm going to play it for you guys. And then I'll kind of break down some of the lyrics if you don't know, and give you kind of the depth and the meaning behind why I wrote it that way, and kind of like where my mindset was at. So if you haven't seen it, this is my latest single I put out. believe it was yesterday, called The Tempest. And tempest means a strong or violent storm. All right.
Well, it wasn't enveloped in darkness. It was run by the cold and heartless, but deep in the shadows of fiery nights. A spark of rebellion rising from the ashes, no longer confined, leaving fear behind. Silent cries left unspoken, promises made and broken. The system became alive and made us slaves. Illusions power crumble, the elite start to stumble. In the face of our will, they become afraid. They become afraid. Become afraid. Immunity's chorus, it's only obey, no more cower. In silence and pain, we'll stop the tempest and dance in the rain. Reminds us all to mountains so high, our voices touch the sky. The rulers and towers with lust that devours, built walls and demanded sacrifice. They live in the secrets of blood oath to keep it, tyrants in the shadows of the night. The God in his glory's the rest of the story, freeing us with his guiding light. And nothing can shake us and nothing can break us. United we stand and fight. We stand and fight. We stand and fight. We stand and fight.
So this was a freaking fun one to make all around. Super enjoyed it. Like, so, you know, obviously, let's take this down. So writing the song, making the song, recording the song. Whoa. I disappeared for a second. Recording a song, you know, all those things. So that went into that, and we'll get into lyrics, but even like making the video, watching that again, like I want to get people, like, what is the biggest thing we face in this psychological warfare, right? What's the biggest thing? Well, your psyche, your mind, how you feel, what you're thinking, what makes you tick, what makes you talk, right? That's why they want to know what you're doing all the time. That's why they want to know what's in your mind, like Google and all these things and eye tracking movements and monitoring you through your headphones. They want to know what you're thinking, right? So basically, like with that video, I just want to, crap, I lost my train of thought. It was really good too. Hate with this. But back to the video. Oh, yes, it influences. That's right. So I want to do the opposite. I want to take the same avenue, and instead of bringing you guys down, which was what the deep state, this is what the global cabal, this is their end goal. They want to bring you down all the time. I want to reverse that. Even if I'm one voice, who gives a frick? There's my favorite meme. It says it was like, well, I'm just one person. What can I do? Says 8 million people, right? Like, if we think in the mind of the original anonymous movement, which the original anonymous movement was really good. It got infiltrated, I believe, now. But it was originally about thinking for yourself. And also how the basic core concepts of we the people, how if we all unite in one voice and demand that our government serve us, and first of all, there's a lot of problems that need to be fixed, and that's what Trump is helping them do. The power of the government has been too big, it's too huge now, and Trump is slowly cutting off the tentacles, and he's getting they try to kill him, right? So he's fighting that angle. But the point of the Q operation, guys, is we need ground troops. Okay? Like, we're getting to the point where, okay, so obviously you guys are probably aware of the crazy shield war going on X, you know, between people like Candace Owens and calling Charlie Kirk's wife out and all this stuff, right? I'm a reporter. I go on facts. If I don't have evidence, I'm not going to report on it, or because like I can report on it, but I'm not going to tell you one way or another. I actually do not know. Okay. As far as that whole situation, Tim Pool getting in there, all this crazy stuff, I don't know. But what is it doing psychologically to everybody, right? If you follow that at all. Some people don't. Some people do. Quite a bit of MAGA people do. And before I was MAGA, I was an anon, right? Always an anon. So I already have a firmer foundation. I know what to look for. Some MAGA, like a lot of MAGA, is new to this information warfare. They're coming on board. That's the whole point of the operation, right? But the ones like you guys, and I know you're out there, Bright Star, you're one of them. Actually, you guys, everybody in chat that has been around since the Q movement or understand the Q movement, like even if you came on later, like if you actually understand, like give me a 1 in the chat so I can see who's who. And if not, that's fine. Give me a 2. Give me a 2 in the chat if you're totally new, you don't even know what I'm talking about. But I think a lot of you guys are pretty seasoned warriors out here. But yeah, so that's going on, right? I don't know. So I'm not going to say, you come my way or feel this way. Like I want to go by evidence and facts. So what I'm seeing when I step farther back is an attack on MAGA movements, attack on inadvertently Trump, or weird stuff. Even talking about the crap, I can't remember. You'll have to help me. Charlie Kirk and his wife, the organization that they do the whole thing through. I just can't even think of it right now. But and them getting a lot of money and all this stuff. But guess what? They were given that money and freely. And so again, I actually can't give my opinion on it because I just don't know. But what I see is this is a big divider and a big distraction, right? Big divider, big distraction. We're not here for that. I feel so sorry that Charlie Kirk got taken out. There's a big group of people that believe didn't get taken out in witness protection. Whatever you believe, just understand. Oh, thank you, TP USA. Thank you, James Alex Rohrback. Thank you. Okay, we got a lot of 7s in the chat, by the way. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, we got a lot of 1s. I saw the 17. We got a lot of 1s in chat. Okay. Yep, 100% distraction, dude, 100%. And so I don't know what's going on there. It could be Mossad operations. It could be CIA operations. It could be who freaking knows what it could be, right? But my discernment tells me that it's a divider. And then I always go back to the Q post. They want you divided. They want you divided. So we're above that, right? Our mindset's everything. So that's kind of what I want to talk about that just briefly. Okay. Cause I don't want to even focus too much on that because I think it's retarded. But other than that, and too bad, because I used to like a lot of these people. Right. And then it's now I'm starting to get lower opinions just based on what they're acting like right now. And yeah, Bright Star, 100% distraction. I definitely feel it. But, it is what it is. But yeah. So, okay. So now I'm going to move on. I'm all over the place. Maybe this won't fit. Okay. I think I'm going to come and play this one. Okay. And then I'm going to go to my sugar thing again because I do have to show you something cool. Okay. So we're going to share this. Let's make it smaller so you guys can see. And everybody watching, thank you so much. Please give me a thumbs up. It will help me. And, heart it wherever you are. If you want to leave a comment, that really helps the channel because then it's just a thing with Rumble or a thing with YouTube. It's with the algorithms. Oh, they commented, whatever. So if you want to do that, that'll really help me. I'm just trying to stream more. I'm literally trying to do the digital soldier thing. Okay. Laugh at me, whatever. It's true. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So now with that, I reposted this. This was a collaboration that me and Brad did together. It was so much fun. I told Brad, we have to make more videos together. So basically, long story short, he did a great post. And I said, you should or I think he did. He's I want to make that in a video. Or I was you should or something. And I was hey, if you record the voice, I'll find the song and I'll do the background. He's sweet. Okay. So he did it and, recording it with all the inflections and everything. And I did and then I dragged his voice in and I heard what he's talking about, right? Did the music, heard what he's talking about. And then I put images that went with what he was talking about. Then when I was done rendering that, I sent it back to him and he added extra videos on top of those first videos. So there's even more, right? And it just turned out fabulous. So I will let the video do the talking for itself. This is talking about Trump's first administration as well, but check it out. It got 253 reposts. So that means people are liking it. And why I think they're liking it is because it's going through his first administration and what he really did. And then now you compare that to what he's doing. It is crazy. And you're seeing so it's a great video. So I'm going to play it and I'll see you guys on the other side.
On August 8th, 2022, Biden's FBI raided the home of former President Donald Trump. I want you to consider the weight of that for just a moment, and then I want you to picture this. The year's 2018, and then President Trump sends the FBI to raid the residence of former President Barack Obama. They rummage through his house, tear up Michelle's closet, even search Sasha and Malia's rooms. All at the behest of President Donald Trump. You know what would have happened, right? There would have been outrage. They would have called him a dictator. Worse, they would have called for his head. But those same people cheered Biden's raid on Mar-a-Lago. And the reality of the matter is that they called President Trump a dictator anyway. So I want to ask the question, what did Trump do to deserve this horrible moniker of dictator? Was it lowering taxes? Yes, even for the poor and middle class. Was it the endless regulations he cut? Was it small businesses who were freed up because of those endless regulations? Maybe it was ending and starting the process to end the forever wars in the Middle East. Or perhaps it was the thousands of troops he had brought home first. Hard to send billions of dollars overseas when you don't have wars going on. And speaking of sending our tax dollars overseas, could it have been him also lowering funding to unelected governing bodies who attempt to dictate policy to the United States, like NATO, the UN, and the WHO? Or was it the Opportunity Zone programs for impoverished neighborhoods? And surely dictators love helping the poor. Was it giving low-level nonviolent inmates a second chance? Or fixing mandatory minimums? Maybe it was when he launched a worldwide effort to stop persecution of gays, or appointing multiple gay ambassadors, or the first openly gay cabinet member. Perhaps it was deporting MS-13, or protecting our borders, or his endless crusade against human and child trafficking. Maybe it was because he appointed more women to his cabinet than any president before. In comparison to Biden's firing of all federal employees who didn't comply with his mandates, talking over and over about banning guns and calling his political opposition literal terrorists, but Trump's policies are blatantly those of a dictator. All those manufacturing facilities he brought back, giving the poor a chance to escape poverty again, very dictator-like. Or maybe it was evening out our suspiciously lopsided trade tariffs. Or getting our soldiers' remains back from North Korea? Was it stopping the threat of nuclear annihilation from North Korea? Or when he gave musicians the right to their songs back so they couldn't be screwed by the music industry anymore? Could it have been approving terminal patients the right to try experimental procedures? Was it the record highs in our stock market, getting Big Pharma to match low prices abroad, or reaching energy independence for the first time in 50 years? What was it? He brokered peace deals all over the Middle East, recorded some of the lowest unemployment numbers in the history of this country. He kept gas in the $2 range and had next to no inflation for his entire 4 years in office, donating his salary to different organizations every single quarter he was in. One's fighting opioid addiction, one's fighting alcoholism, restoring national parks, and on and on. Every bit of this for free. And the whole time while being beaten down by the press, slandered in the media, and bogged down with phony impeachments, and now proven illegal investigations spawned by Hillary Clinton. He was in for 4 years, and he didn't do the horrible things they made you believe he was gonna do. And when you actually read the things he did do, every other policy freed up the American people. How could you call him a dictator? And all while currently sitting idly by while we watch the formation of a real dictator.
Oh, I was muted. And you guys are so sweet in chat. I took a screenshot. I'm going to show Brad later. He said, like, I'm gonna pop to it in just a second, but saying that we're a good couple. Dude, I tell Brad, I think I might tell him every day, and I know he tells me every day. It's like, man, like, this is so perfect. We both have the same passion. We're both patriots. We were both woken up. Dude, I swear, like, God's real. Like, you know what I mean? But I had to go through a lot of shit to get here, and he did too. So it's not like it's easy, but you kind of go through struggles, you grow, and as that happens, you could do two things. You get really angry and hate God and hate everybody and live a miserable life, and who knows, hopefully your soul, I don't know. Or you can choose to do the right, seek God, trust him, have faith, and then you can actually just see miracles happen. Like, to everybody else, I'm like, oh, somehow, but you're like, no, that was a true miracle, because that was exactly what I needed when I needed it, or that was, and right? So I've had a lot of those experiences, and I think a lot of you guys probably have as well. So, but before I continue, let's try this here. I'm going to do a Rumble ad because they're super cool. Okay. And I hope it's up. Hold on just a minute. I get to make sure. Okay, it is. Good. Sweet. Okay. So, looking for smarter ways to browse and enjoy your favorite content without ads, which is nice. Get the Perplexity Pro bundle with Rumble Premium for just $19.99 a month when you sign up before December 31st, normally at $29.99 value. So it's like a Christmas thing, and which is actually a really good deal. With Rumble Premium, you'll get an ad-free viewing experience across all your devices and access to exclusive premium content, which is also really nice. No interruptions, just the videos and streams you love anytime, anywhere. Plus, Perplexity Pro boosts your productivity with unlimited research, unlimited uploads, exclusive member perks, and access to the latest and most advanced AI models for faster, smarter answers every day. Check that out. Save over 30% on this powerful bundle. Head over to rumble.com/premium before December 31st to sign up and unlock your premium experience. And I have that now. I have a Rumble Premium, and it's actually really nice. just not having the ads alone is great. But I haven't even checked out the AI thing. So yeah, guys, go check it out. And 30% off is really freaking good. So, with that being said, I go over to live chat. You guys, yeah. So I wanted to grab, who is that said that? Blue Eyes, please share a link. Oh yeah, duh. I'm such an idiot sometimes. Hey, check this out. Go check it out. And not give you the link. All right, I'm so grabbing it. All right, let's see if I can put it in here. Private, let's make it for all. All right, this should go to everybody. Everybody on X, hi. I hope you get it. Let me know. I think it's definitely in the Rumble chat. So I'm using Rumble Studio. It's kind of fun. I like it. But it's just taking a little bit to get used to. So, but yes, so you guys are so sweet. And I see here, Brad's documentaries are incredible. He's a great narrator. Abby is incredible with her videos as well as singing and more. They both work amazing together, and that's so sweet. Thank you, my darling Sherry. Bright Star says, I agree. They're an amazing duo and couple. And thank you guys. This is so flattering, so sweet. Okay. God and his amazing path setter, bumps and all. Yep. I can't agree more. Sorry, I'm just like so excited. Hold on. I can do YouTube. Okay, bro. We need Brad to make another tutorial. So also, hold on. Let's make sure I get this down. Okay, there we go. So to go live, it's a little bit of a hassle. Like if you're doing a StreamYard or a third party something through Rumble's Studio, whatever. You don't even have to do that. You can just do straight up Rumble Studio, by the way. But I'm using StreamYard through it. And so Brad made a cool tutorial on how to kind of set that up. Saved my life. So if there's anybody out there, and I've seen people before, actually seen somebody in one of my comments say, maybe this is a sign that they're like, me and my husband were thinking about maybe we should start a live stream. It was underneath Brad's video. And then they go, and then Brad uploads this tutorial of how to use Rumble Studio. And Rumble Studio, guys, is available to everybody. I recommend it. They don't censor anybody. I mean, you've seen us on Badlands. We say everything, right? I mean, we're just like, it's so funny. We're always trying to make it so we don't get strikes on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. We're always trying to make it so we don't get strikes. But it's just like, no matter what we do, it was like, who was it this time? What was it? Oh, I was talking about COVID. Like, it's like so stupid, right? But anyways, definitely, if you feel like you want to have your voice get out and maybe, let's say you're disabled or you're kind of remote. I'm in remote Alaska. Me and Brad Nova, only a handful of people on the island that are red pilled, like Q red pilled. I think there's quite a bit of based people, definitely MAGA, yeah, that know about the deep state and all this, but they don't even know how deep the rabbit hole goes, but that's fine. We can use them all, right? But yeah, so anyways, if you guys want to do live streaming, I love it. It's great. We can talk. We have conversations. Conversation. Don't add sugar back. Dude, bro, I'm not going to add sugar back. I hate it. Thank you for the link. Yes, you're welcome. Okay. Speaking about sugar. So if you just started watching the stream, hi. And now it's been 12 days. I just decided, I was just like, hey, let's see what life would be like without not eating a lick of sugar. And I mean a lick of sugar. Because I was doing research. Basically, this is how it goes. I was researching. I was using AIs. I was using Grok primarily. Grok is very useful with things. I found out when we're spiking insulin, we won't lose weight. So I was like, okay, well, how do I not spike insulin? Don't eat sugar. And I'm like, oh, but it was like, don't even eat a little bit or you're screwed all day. I'm like, oh. I mean, I knew it all along, right? Like, raise your hand if you knew it all along in chat. Yeah, carnivore baby. I love it. Let's pull him up. 442old7. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But yes, you do carnivore. I'm kind of on a keto. Oh, crap. Hold on. Where'd you go? Hold on, guys. Sorry. I clicked the don't add sugar. I might have to not click these because it's kind of getting a little messed up down there. That's okay. Yes. Anything that gets you off of processed foods first is a massive win. But really, man, I'm telling you, with the weight, if you're struggling with weight and you got like crazy arthritis and swollen ankles, that's the other thing. I'd always let's say I was out all day, walking around, whatever, doing whatever. When I got back home and say I was wearing regular socks, like the high white socks that I wear, when I would take those off, there would be total indentation, even though the socks are not too small. They fit me fine when I put them on in the morning. But I take them off and there's this massive indentation. So I know my legs are swollen, right? And they also feel it. I was having such terrible, I had to elevate my legs up and all this stuff. I'm like, what's going on? It's kind of one of the reasons I was wanting to try this. But then I'm going on this, and so for primarily losing weight. And then I'm like, wait a minute. My legs so hurt. I'm not even joking, guys. It's weird. I was not planning for this. And then I'm like, praise God. He just gave me solutions. So anyways, also the swelling. So now I take my socks off. There's no freaking swelling. When did that ever happen? Since I've been teenager? I don't know. Early 20s. Because after that, anybody in chat past that would know. Things just go crazy. Okay, so this was me and Brad. So long story short, so like we still got food with sugar in the fridge and in the pantries everywhere. Noodles, can't use that. Potatoes, can't use that. Like I'm not trying to doom or scare anybody. I'm just being honest, right? You know, all these things. No breads or nothing like that. And it's all over the place. I'm like, let's just clear some of this out. You know, like my family could take it, clear my fridges, right? And just put some good stuff in it. So we went to the store and like us being anons, we are, me and Brad figured out every single one. Now, no trigger warning to people that are like, oh, you're using artificial sweetener. Yes, I know I am. I'm just doing it temporary so I can get off sugar. And then hopefully I'll just pop off that and I'm going to get to the fruits and stuff, which I've been denying myself. So everybody calm down and we all have our own free choices. So that's what I'm doing. But anyways, so this cart I'm going to show you is 0 sugar. Most of it is literally true 0 sugar foods. There's a few things like a jam, because me and Brad, we hate that keto bread. And I know I heard so many comments. I'll go through the ones on X because people are very opinionated about that specific keto bread, as you will see. But whatever. We're just like, we want to feel the texture of bread with jam and peanut butter, right? Use natural peanut butter. That's fine. And so we try to pretty much taste awful, but as you think it would. But, so, it's the struggle. But hey, I wasn't down in a donut and I didn't spike my insulin, right? So that's what we're going for. So check this out. Super game changer. And even if you could limit your sugar, you're going to be really helping your body. All right. So this is a 0 sugar cart. You have the keto bread. It's not so tasty. That's fine. 0 sugar. That pickles. You can eat butter. You can have cheese. Make sure it's 0 sugar. Can't even be 1 gram. If you do 1 gram, you will not burn fat for like 2 days and your insulin will spike. You will get inflammation. Zero sugar. By the way, 2 days is wrong. It's like 6 hours. This is the fun one. Heavy whipping cream. But you'll look at that. 0 sugar. So that was what the cart looked like. And I didn't, let me actually, hold on. Let's pull it back up again. Let's pull it back up again. Let me full screen that son of a gun. Trying to like get to the part because I wish I would have dug more. But what happened was people were like walking by and looking at me like, why is she filming her cart? I'm on a very small, like it's an island. It's a nice big island, but small population. Everybody kind of knows everybody. And like I said, there's not a lot of red pill people in the island. So like I'm kind of like a black sheep out here. But it's great online. I'm like, I have so many friends online. I got so many amazing patriots online. Like I am so blessed. So okay, let's dissect this a little bit. Me and Brad, I don't know if you see my cursor. Yeah, you can. We tried the 100% chocolate cocoa. Woof. Oh my gosh, Cosine Cujo, I love you. I have to have you on. Dude, you want to come on? I have to have you and I have to have Michelle from Tamrock Gardens. Do you want to come on? Give me like a 1 or something. Like if you want to come on, I don't know. It's got to be sometime this week, maybe, or I don't know, whenever. I'm just trying to stream more, and I love bringing friends on. And friends are like where it's at. So, anyways, it's fine. I don't want to put you on the spot. If you don't want to come on, no worries. But yeah, it's so good to see you. Okay, so to break this down, we tried this chocolate, and there's no sugar in it, and it kind of tasted like eating really, 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 really fine ground coffee grounds. to put it nicely. So I give a piece to Brad. He's all like organizing the freezer because we're getting all this stuff out, whatever. And I'm like, here, try it. He's like, oh, try it. Takes a big old bite, right? And then I'm like, oh, I already had taken a bite. I'm like, oh, you're gonna need a lot of water with that. And I'm going to get water. He's like, no, napkin. I'm like, what do you mean? I can grab a paper towel. He's like, well, look, you're like a baby. You said it in that. That was so funny. Anyways, I hope you're not watching. I think he's talking to Jay Triet, so I think everything's cool. Don't tell him. Okay, so I have bacon down here, bro. You have bacon, you have eggs. Bacon and eggs. And then if you whip your eggs, whip them with, it has to be, okay, this is where I'm skirting the fine line. Half and half has 1 gram, give or take, natural sugar. So you skirt line that. If you do full cream, like right here, but this container, it's a big container, but it was cost me $20. And no, it's Alaska prices, but it was just like, whoa, right? So, but that has none. It's just, I don't know why the creamier, no sugar. I have no idea. Maybe that the fat hasn't been broken down into sugar. I don't know. Somebody, if you know, tell me. But anyways, so you can do awesome eggs, bacon, Brussels sprouts. I've been loving Brussels sprouts, and I've been loving asparagus, and do it with butter and garlic. And it's just, this whole world of cooking has opened up for me. I love it. So you can have mayonnaise. Check this out. I'm pretty sure, yep, it checks out. You can have devil's eggs on this. Like, you can literally use the mayonnaise, mix it up, and you can use mustard, and then put your little paprika and your little dill weed, whatever, on top, dude. Oh, like, so you know, you can have the savories, but it's limited, but it's pretty good. Hamburgers right there, premium hamburgers. We eat a lot of seafood. Seafood's really good for losing weight, we found. Let me mute it. Hold on. Oh yeah, see the lettuce down there? You want to know something crazy? Another one that me and Brad were like, what the heck? We had vinegar. Like, oh, balsamic vinegar. Well, obviously we could use this. 1 gram of sugar. I'm like, what the frick? It's vinegar. It's vinegar. Like added sugar, right? Added sugar. Because they just had to sprinkle it in there. Like, it's just a little sprinkle of cocaine or something, right? Like, quite literally, it's some of these products, I'm like, WTF. Like, can we get Robert Kennedy Jr. just to go like, why? No wonder why everybody's got diabetes. Let's take this spike down. You can have sugar, you know, occasionally, but like, this is just, we're just dosing, man, for no reason. So anyways, so we found a dressing that you can use. You can use vinegar. It's like almost all the balsamic vinegars we had available, guys. I don't know why. They all had sugar. So like, I guess we're not having balsamic. If you're down south, you would have all those options. So just make sure, and then mine's just extreme. Cheese sticks, you know, and where was the part when I like go? Maybe I don't show it. If I showed the cart. Anyways, I have like chicken thighs and drumsticks down there. You can eat olives, black or green. I do this squash here for like spaghetti. And dude, there's a really quick, easy recipe for this. I'll just tell you. You got to make sure to get sugar-free tomato sauce, which it does exist. I think it's under the brand called Tito's or something. Brad knows, but you can find it and use that. What you do is you take the whole spaghetti squash, and you could do it in the oven, Kay. And I understand about microwaves, Kay. I literally understand, but this is the quick way. If you want the quick way, you could do it in the oven, cut them open, do all that stuff, and have it cook for like what, an hour and 10 minutes or more. It's just a long time. Or you take that whole bad boy, poke it like 10 times, right? So it's aerated. Stick it in the microwave for 7 minutes. Flip it. Close it 7 minutes again. Pull it out. Then cut it open. Let it, cool down because it's freaking hot. You scrape it right out, man. So basically, all you do, you ground up your hamburger. You have hamburger. We have venison, but I haven't even got a deer this year, guys. It's so crazy. I got to do hunting, and I got to film it. But it's good because now the snow's here. The deer always come down because I think they're looking for water and just stuff to eat. But anyways, you do, ground hamburger, venison, whatever, I guess you could do chicken with it, but, I do hamburger. And then you put in the sauce and you're going to have to get used to it. Not crazy sweet. It's the natural sweet from the God blessed tomatoes, right? You'll get used to it. And you put it on top of those with a bunch of melted butter. Oh my gosh. And you can put Parmesan as much as you want, right? So it's just finding the things you can have. And it's crazy. So I've been super excited. Talk about it forever. But I know you probably don't want to hear it. So, or maybe you do. Just let me know if you guys like it. But so this is my journey. I'm going to be covering it. I'm not going to be a freak where I'm like, oh my gosh, every day, look at me, whatever. I'm trying it out. I'm going to let you know what I discover and the things that really changed my life. I'll make sure to let you know and you can try them because I'm only going to tell you some real stuff, man. I'm telling you my ankle pain is gone. So I'm living proof something is wrong with how much sugar we're having. I just know it. My body's telling me. My body's like, oh, I can finally breathe in. So it's pretty wild. So, and even just cutting it down and switching out on Alpha's Make Sandwiches earlier today. If you guys don't watch that, you need to head over to Badlands Media. It's on Rumble, so you have to go to Rumble. And you're going to type Badlands Media, and then you'll find there's many shows that I do on there. I'll be doing Brad and Abby Live tomorrow with my wonderful husband. It's always a really good time. We always have good stuff. But on Alpha's Make Sandwiches, Jackie, one of my co-hosts, she shared really great sugar substitutes. So oh, I want to make this, whatever. Well, guess what? You can use honey or, just things that you don't think about. And she also went through natural food dyes, you could color your cookies and stuff with. Some of them you gotta be really light so you don't get that flavor, but you can really get some pretty colors and do it completely all natural. So yeah, this is what, Maha is all about. This is what the golden age is all about. This new parallel world, right? We're just going to do it. Like what G Money was saying tonight. I was also on Culture of Change with Ash, which was really great. We had G Money on, and he talks all about crypto. Definitely check it out if you like crypto. And we need to make this alternative reality because the one we're in now that's controlled by the dark powers that be, they will never change. They're never going to change. They serve Lucifer. Okay. At the end of the day, I'm just going to be honest about it. That's where the research takes you every time. So basically, Trump, for example, knows this concept that we just have to create a new existing reality. So just ditch the old one and we just create a new one because we can't fix the old one. So screw it, because it wasn't even ours in the first place. That's their prison planet, right? And so what Trump's doing, especially with this crypto thing, is it's weakening the federal government. It's weakening them because they want to jump on board, right? But every time that they invest, they have to have something backing their money instead of a nothingness, how it just endlessly prints. So anyways, G Money was really talking about some interesting things and topics. I really enjoyed it. And so this is just changing this reality, right? Making these choices. This is how we take our country back. It's how we take our health back. It's how we take our minds back. We've been psychologically manipulated for too long, and we've been poisoned. So, yeah, Oh, good. I shared it. Dang, guys, I realized I've been live for like an hour, 20 minutes. I probably going to try to wrap it up at an hour and a half. So this is pretty cool. I just want to show you guys this. These were just literally small little alder trees that were growing all over the place. We live in the rainforest here. And so I went out and I freaking just chopped those bad boys down. And I'm like, let's make wreaths. So I made multiple ones. And I had a blank one around here. Oh, hold on. Let me grab it. All right. Hold on. So let's move this down. Right? And it was fun. My hands kind of got sappy, and you got to be strong, but I recommend doing it as soon as you clip them because they're live, so you can bend them easier. I clipped them and they sat in my room for a day, and I was bending them like, oh, kind of drying out. So, do it when they're wet. And then what I did is I just see that wire? This was just wire I got for I think they use it for there you go, you can see it. I think they use it for tying for making flower bouquets and stuff. It's that type of tie wire. And so it blends really well. And then I just use just things that I attach to it. I did buy, because see, I don't know if you see that hanging on the wall. That's right. This is reverse right there, right? Oh, Brad's showing up. Hold on, babe, 1 sec. So, anyways, that's real. But after a while, because we've made real wreaths before, but then when you store them, they just break, right? They break off, and then you're like, and then you end up throwing away. So I wanted to do a combo. And babe, you can come up here for it. I'm like, stay away. Okay, so I want to do a combo. So I basically got fake things and just glue them on and tie them on, and it was just so much fun. And I did it with my mom. I said, we're gonna have a wreath making day, dang it. And I kept on wanting to do it, and I had to reschedule because we were so busy. And then we went through crazy power outs. This is the first day without the power going out, I think, since for a while.
When he's trying to jinx us, watch it.
But yeah, anyway, it was so much fun. Hi, baby. How are you doing?
Hey, what's going on? There's too much fun going on this channel right now. The fun police is here.
I just was telling everybody about my not having sugar, and Brad's been Brad's been doing it with me too. He's been absolutely awesome as well. It's been fun. I feel so
I'll tell you what's eye-opening is I haven't even lost that much weight with it. What I think I'm on 7 pounds, but I just immediately feel I feel better, and I just feel way more energy. And what do you say? My joints and everything feel better.
Yes.
It feels just is that all sugar? What the frig? So what's happening then?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of people here in chat, and chat has been super awesome. By the way, babe, I finally figured it out. So Bright Star 45's here. James Alex Rohrback is here. My darling Cherry is here. So I finally figured out how to do this. Pulling them up. Because people, you can't see it. Oh, because you're only in StreamYard. So what the heck? So that's a little weird, but I'm figuring it out. So I figured out how to pull their comments on so that anyways.
In the studio. Yes.
Yes. You click on them and then it pops up.
I do have the stream on the other screen. Yeah, and that's it.
Oh, you can see it. Yeah. And guys, dude, this one, I haven't finished it. And somebody said Q wreath. It's happening. That's going to come next. And then, so you got to watch Alpha's Make Sandwiches next week because we're all Christmas over there. So I'm going to I'll make it hang up so everybody can see my big, awesome Q wreath. I'm not afraid to show it. Okay. So babe,
love it.
I was talking to everybody. Okay. I did the Rumble ad, by the way. Before I went live, I was telling everybody how I used your tutorial to help me. And I don't know if you saw underneath your tutorial, but a lady, I forget her name. I should go to you want to, okay.
I just opened it.
Okay, great. If you go underneath, she's saying, listen, like read some of the comment about how she was thinking she should stream.
Oh, Naturally Nikki. Yeah, she's always in the comments.
Okay,
hanging
so
out.
so check out what she says.
I find it rather funny that I was just asking hubby if he thinks I'd make it as a podcaster if I started to go live. 2 days later, there's a tutorial by Brett on how to stream from Rumble. Is it a hint from above? Maybe. Well, dude, I mean, I've went with this my whole life. When stuff like that happens, I really do think it's a hint from God. And the reason I made it was you were asking me and Ash was asking me. I feel like
I just sent it to Ash
or whatever, but I was like, I literally was like, I should just make this a regular video for anyone who's wondering. And then also it helps Rumble too, because they're really trying to promote their studio.
Well, that's the thing is I was hoping, do you think we could play it on here? This is also going to my YouTube.
It's kind of boring. I don't know.
Oh, come on, it would be great. Guys, everybody in chat, let me know. It's a
like
5-minute tutorial on how to stream on Rumble and doing it through a third party thing. Sure, I'm using StreamYard. Guy just gets all shy and weird about it. But I literally
Well, I mean, like if you're not looking to stream, it's like kind of like a who cares video. But
I think it's great. Let me know, guys.
So sweet.
Let me know. And yeah, my darling Sherry says I can't eat much sugar at all. But even when I do, it makes me feel like crap. I totally don't eat any sugar. Bro, see? So wait, how long?
Wow.
How long has this been? If you let me know how long you've been off sugar. My eyes are opened. Like I said, Brad, I told chat, I was doing it to lose weight and try to get healthy, right? Side effect I didn't know is that I would lose all my joint problems. Like I had seen a doctor one time that's like, oh yeah, you probably have arthritis because of all the blah, 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 and all these things that you've been on. Medically induced arthritis is what they said. So meaning just the amount of prednisone I was on was deteriorating my joints. So therefore I'm getting this arthritis. I'm like, oh, great. Your medical system made me this way. But anyways, that is gone. Like I was telling them about my ankles, and you would know. I'd get up out of bed and I like waddle because it hurt so bad, like in the morning especially. So
yeah. What was it, like your left ankle the most, right?
Oh yeah.
Or the right one? It was one of them.
At first it was, but then it changed to just being like quite literally both of them. Like everything.
You compensate. When I broke my right ankle, after I finally took the walking cast off, my left ankle started feeling weird, and I almost needed it on there. And then they said because that whole time you're compensating, putting extra pressure on the good foot or whatever.
Yes. Okay, so chat is pretty much saying like
right, yeah, you can play it. I mean, it's only a couple minutes. So
hold on, that's what I said. Bryce Star says do it. My darling Sherry says, I want to start a show. I'm trying to come up with a name. Yeah, okay.
Oh, perfect.
Let's totally play this because, okay, where is it? I need to share this. Yeah. I mean, I love it. Like, I literally I followed this step by step before I went live so I could go live. And yeah, Brad, you're a great teacher. So check this out, guys. Now, I'm going to also grab the link. I'm going to put it in here so you can always go to it. It's valuable. Save it, bookmark it, however. So if you want to go live on Rumble and speak your voice, because I know you have it. This is how you do it. So check it out.
The more of us there are, the more we over-encompass them.
Amen.
Overwhelm them. There we go.
All right. Oh, don't look.
Today, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to go over a question that I've heard and I've helped a lot of people with behind the scenes. And that is pertaining to one of my favorite new things about Rumble, and that is the Rumble Studio. Obviously, as you know, Rumble's continually improving their platform, and Rumble Studio is the latest and greatest in a long line of really cool features. In my opinion, I think it's a massive game changer. But pertaining to it, one question I've been getting a lot lately is how do I stream through it while using outside streaming software? And I'm going to walk you through how to do that right now. And for this demonstration, I'll be using StreamYard, but this will work with any streaming software. So first things first, how do I get to Rumble Studio? Well, that's easy. You're going to come right up here, right next to your logo, and go to the green camera icon and click that. You come right down here. This will take you right to Rumble Studio. Now that you're in here, you're going to go also to the third option, which is Schedule Canvas Stream. You're going to click this, and then you can skip these. These are just your templates. And now on the left here, you're going to set it up just like you'd set up a normal stream. You add your placeholder video. You can add your thumbnail. Your description. You always got to figure out a category. This already has news pre-selected, which is perfect. Then you pick your time and you're good to go. You do want to always make sure this right here on the right is your actual channel. A lot of times it will default be set to your user account. You want to come up here and click it to your channel that you want to stream to. Okay, now that you got that already, you're going to come down to the right and you're going to click next. Okay, so now you have your stream all set up. This is where I'm going to walk you through how to use outside streaming software. Step one, you're going to enter into the studio right here. Step two, on these top 5 icons right above the screen, you're going to go to the middle one and select solo. Step 3, you're going to come down to these icons, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to go to the 4th one, which is manage participants. Click that. Come up to the top right. You're going to go to ingresses. You're going to click this. And this is where you're going to create a new ingress. You go to the big green button right down here, create new ingress. Select the type. You want an RTMP. You're going to select that. You give it a name. Create. Now you have a set of stream keys. You have an RTMP and you have a stream key. You're going to add this into whatever streaming software you're using as if you were just streaming to a set of stream keys. For Rumble, you would then go to the destinations area and you would add a destination. Since it's just an RTMP, you're going to come down here, RTMP other platforms, select this. You're going to name it something you would recognize. I would suggest putting studio in the name, but that's up to you. And here is where you're going to put the RTMP and the stream key. So now you want to go back here, copy the RTMP, go here, put it in. When you put in an RTMP from Rumble, this is going to pop up. You're going to go right here to use custom RTMP, the second option. Click that. Go back, get your stream key. I always take note of the last couple of letters to make sure that it copies correctly. Copy, say UPW. Oh, UPW. So we're good to go. Now you put add RTMP server at the bottom. Now you go to your home. You're going to create a live stream. You're going to look for it for this destination you just added. There you go, Brad CGZ Studio. Select that, give it the title. In StreamYard, you have to select the orientation now. So you do landscape. You're good to go. Create live stream. Okay, now this next part is important. When you go live, whatever platform you go on, right? You have the RTMP in, StreamYard's right up here. You hit go live. You will go live, but the second you hit that, then you also have to hit go live in the Rumble studio. And when you hit it, this screen is going to pop up. You're going to make sure your channel is selected, and then you're going to click go live, and there will be a countdown. And then you will be live via the Rumble studio using outside software. But you have to remember that once you hit go live here, you do have to go in and re-hit it in the Rumble studio once and then twice. I hope that helped. That is how you stream through the Rumble studio while using your StreamYard software or any other software that uses an RTMP and StreamKey. So if you got any questions, definitely leave them down in the comments. I have made lots and lots of different tutorials for Rumble and StreamYard over the last couple of years for different friends to help them with the streaming. So
Yep.
I'm willing to answer any questions, and who knows, I might even spawn another one of these. But either way.
All right. So that is so freaking awesome. Saved my life. And that thing, like literally, if you follow exactly what he did, I went forward and I paused. I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to go too fast. Okay. Because then I was like halfway. I'm like, okay, well, I got to make a thumbnail then. Right. So when I made a thumbnail, but so it takes a little bit, guys. But once you get used to it, it's great. And then you're like, hey, I can go live and I could be a voice about something. Let's say something's happened in the news and there's nothing but negative talk and you know the right take, you know what's happening because you're freaking smart and you're red pilled. You can go live. Say, hey, fake news is retarded. Actually, Brad, we should play your fake news song. That'd be great. But yeah. Oh, you're muted, I think. You're muted.
They're fake news.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
anyways, I love the tutorial. And I think you should make more. What do you guys think? Yeah, there's lots of thumbs up.
Well, for anyone, I think pretty much probably every Badlands host at some point over the last 3 years has gotten a quick Brad tutorial on this is how you do this in StreamYard. This is how you do this in Rumble. So, I was like, maybe I should just start making some of these into like actual videos real fast. And we'll see. But
I love
it
it.
can always help. Everyone's always looking for that type of advice, right? So
Yeah. You're like the ultimate, like Brad is the helper Anon. He will help you figure it out because we're all about like helping each other. Again, like whoever wants to do streams, that's exactly where you should be going. Some people like, hey, I'm just going to sit home and knit. And when I talk to my daughter on the phone, I'm going to tell her about some truth or whatever the heck it is you're doing, right? We all have an effect on people and everyone around us.
everyone
And
does.
so it's good. But if you want to stream, it's a wonderful tutorial. So,
Thank you.
Brad, since you're here, I took the liberty of, I was like, Brad's here. Let's do a song I want to play a song that we collaborated on. So I found Freedom
Yes.
Revolution. I played this in the car earlier today. I was like, this is a good song. I think I might go in and tweak a little bit of the sounds, a little bit like, we're all perfectionists of our own work. So maybe take sharpness down or something. I don't know. Do something. But I'm going to play this. And this was such a fun project to do. And Brad, I think at one point I was like, it would be so cool if you sang this. And you're like, no, I don't sing. I only do metal, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, right. Because I've heard him sing. So he does have a great voice. And then he finally broke down. He finally got into it. And you have to belt out that chorus. And it was great. He got in the zone, especially me, like when I sing, I kind of got to be private, like, close the door, don't come in here. Don't look at me. But it was great. I remember you're just like singing it. And it was just so cool just to hear you like, you're just like singing Revolution. Like it was just really awesome for me. I know I'm such a patriotic.
He wrote such a good jam. It's cool. It's easy to get to.
Yeah. And I really like how you sing it. So, and yeah, okay. I will play that. We will be right back.
We see through the indoctrination. Red, white, and blue had been abducted. The elite's rule had been embedded. But mankind's mind has now awoken. And time is divine and never runs late. faith over fear. God will bring us ultimate exposure. The great awakening is here. Powers will fight to maintain control, but nothing can stop the sun from rising. What once was broke is now becoming whole. Just let go and give in to divine timing. Nothing can stop us. Freedom runs through our veins. It's a freedom. It's a freedom revolution. We are done with the persecution. It's a freedom. It's a freedom revolution. It's time. It's time now for the breaking of the chains. For freedom. It's a freedom revolution. And I see the light shine down right above our shores. It's a freedom. It's a freedom It's a freedom revolution. It's a freedom revolution.
Yes, it is. It's a freedom revolution. It's not a bloody revolution or a war, Antifa, violent, burn down churches, whatever.
Yep.
It's a freedom revolution. And that's kind of what that message was. I remember when we kind of came up with that. And then you wrote the bridge for that as well. And he did all the guitar. And it was just, I love it.
Yeah, I
And-
love when we collab. It's awesome. Did you play the Tempest in your song? Or
I did
Tempest?
play the Tempest in the beginning.
Yes.
Now, speaking of music. Now, I'm not somebody that's like, buy my stuff. But you know what? It's like, why not talk about it? Because I make music, so why not? So a while ago, like 2 years ago, I made this album, and it is called Blue Eyes Awaken. And I have all the songs in the back here. And the other day, somebody on X was like, hey, I'll buy a CD. So guess what? He bought the CD and I just shipped it in the mail. It is going to be like a sled dog and a float plane and something else to get there. So it might take a month. Like, I'm not even joking, but it's in the mail. So I don't know if you're watching, but that has been sent out. But so if you want one, you can always, if you know where to message me, you can even under Rumble, YouTube, leave a message and say, hey, I'd want one. Then you can DM me. We can do email, or we can do, X DMs work really well too. So anyways, you can get this CD. And I think we tried to figure out a price. I know it's like crazy because we figured out. So it turns out we shipped it. It was like $13. So
Yeah,
for
it
the
was
regular
$12
mail.
Just to ship it. Yeah, for the
So if I
lowest.
shipped it, okay, so this is what it was. We're like, okay, we're gonna ship this. What's priority? And she's like, that's gonna be $26 or something. I wanted to sell the CD for $20. Okay, so I'm like, this is not gonna work. So then I'm like, what's the slow ground mail? Which technically, like I said, is a float plane. Then it does ground, right? Crazy story. But that turned out to be 13. What was it? $13.58 or something. So now me and Brad don't even know, because like now I'm gonna have to
I like
probably charge $30 for it. The guy that bought it from me, he did pay me $30 because he even wrote me in the PayPal. He said, I think 20. What did we say? 24.
Yeah, he knew.
He knew. He's like, I
Yeah.
don't even think that's gonna cover it. So I'm gonna be asking 30 for it. Take it or leave it. I'm not trying to be like crazy greedy at all. But I do have to say this is a labor of love. And this is entirely inspired by the Q post. So if you found out about Q or you love the movement and you understand what this is about, it's a grassroots movement. The president was able to communicate to us and in a safe manner and pretty much lay out a lot of stuff that's going on in the past and what's happening now and future proves past. And so anyways, this has a lot of things on it.
I
Go
just
ahead.
realized something cool.
What?
Because this is 13 for shipping. I think it was like $12.80 or something like that. It was like $13, and you're selling for $30. That means you're selling your CD for $17.
No way.
That's totally
No way.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then maybe we'll say it's $70 plus shipping, but shipping is still ridiculous. But
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that. Or maybe
No,
it's normal. I don't
I
know.
like
That
that.
guy volunteered an extra $10. We're like, I don't think so. And then we got there and we are like, oh shit. All right. I
So,
guess he's
yeah.
right.
but that is actually really, really cool. And you guys, that's just the way it is. We're out here. So if you want to support me, that'd be great. And so I'm going to read real quick, just the titles so you can get a gist of what music is on there. So I'll just read title by title. So the first one, America the Beautiful, God Always Wins, Know Your Enemy, Be Ready, Hold the Line, The Storm Has Arrived, and I love all of these. Teach Me Your Ways, New Form, Faith, Hope, Courage, Strength. That's a really fun one.
Yeah.
Fear Has No Power. That's a very powerful one. Oh, but Sparky. Side by Side, which we actually listened to in the car today.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Be the Resistance. I wrote that during COVID. So you can only guess what that's about. Be the Resistance. And then the last one is Be a Light. So if you guys like this music, and so real quick, because I'm on it, I did get it on Amazon Music. I am on Apple Music as well. I don't have an Apple account. So when I pull up the link that they gave me, and even to like claim my account, Brad, you're just going to have to help me with this. I'm just so not savvy in these ways. That's why Brad makes tutorials.
I just gotta call them one day and talk to the dude.
I know I need to figure it out. I know I do too, but he's so sweet. He always helps me. But if you guys, want to, in fact, I think we can hear a sample here. I don't know. Let's do, this was the most played song statistically, because I get all this algorithms, because it's on all these different platforms. And I told Brad, isn't that cool? God Always Wins is the most played song. Oh, server error. This doesn't even like me. Okay, here we go. So this is God Always. Just a little. I love this song. It's like my heart.
There's a whisper in the forest as it flows through the trees, from the mountains to the rivers, from sea to shining sea. You can see it, you can feel it as it moves across the land. First you wake up, then awaken and reach out your hand. Can you feel the awakening as you...
All right, so we're gonna end it there on the little teaser. You gotta go check it out. I will put the link down below so you guys can have it. Let's go over. It's cool. Rumble Studio, by the way, has a thing so you can message all. So hopefully everybody on all platforms will get this. And I see there's quite a bit of people that were watching on X. I don't know if you're still there or not, but hi, it's good to see you. And everybody over on YouTube, thank you for jumping in here. And where did he go? Friggin', what's his name? Call sign Cujo. If you're still there, I don't know if you answered me. I said, you gotta come on my show. You gotta come on my show. We can talk, whatever. So if you want to come on, let me know. I don't know. I think you might have a DM somewhere, but yeah, that'd be really fun. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. I was gonna actually, we'll lead out. I always go to the White House YouTube, and they got great stuff there, guys. If you're like let's say you're like a video editor, like myself, if you want some great video, quality video that the White House, Trump's administration is putting out, they put out daily videos of what they're doing. It's high quality. It could be Trump, his visits to military, to speeches, to live streams. It's all there. And so, actually, before I share this, Brad, I do have to say, I'm so glad you came on here. I've been talking the whole time.
I don't know. I was like, I should just jump in for a minute, but then we were like hanging out. I'm like, all right, I'll stay.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I play video games. And also, I won't probably. Well, that'll come later. But me and Brad, one of our guilty pleasures is we do play Fortnite. So that is one of the things that I know. Yeah, everybody hate me, whatever. But it's so much fun, and it's so much fun when you play it with like a spouse. Like it's just a blast. But then you got to work as a team too, because like sometimes like, why did you get that? It's like, woman, stop yelling at me.
I get the phrase. Maybe you need glasses more times than I care to enjoy.
Okay. This happens like only a little bit, like every now and then. So like not as much as he's saying, but
once in a while.
I love you guys.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, give us thumbs up. It'll really help wherever you're at. Hearts, likes, and and Brad, I love you. Thank you for coming on. You're so great. Love your personality, and you're so positive too. I was talking about positivity and stuff, and you are a true. I was telling Sherry as well. I said she's a shining light. She really does make an effort to speak positive words to people and encourage all the show hosts. And that takes time to go do that, and she does. Yeah. And so, but yeah, you as well. You're like a shining star. You're
being
Leo.
a Debbie Downer is fucking worthless.
No, I love it. Tell me more about it.
It's like,
give some wise wisdom before we leave. I know everybody likes Brad. Wise wisdom. Brad has actually helped me with a lot of issues. You're actually a great teacher. You might not know this, but I think Tattoo Teacher told you that before. She knows. She's a teacher.
She's a great teacher.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty cool compliment.
But
both of you.
Let go of anger. Like, remember that one story you told me about that one guy at the job site, and he was just like, and that other story you told me, I don't even know if you could say it. They called him a crazy name. What was that? Was that racist? I can't even remember. Remember the guy who was just so mad, and you laughed at that name, but he was like a downer all the time. He was always mad at the job site, and he was always just, and everyone's like, why? You just told me this story.
I know. It does sound familiar. I think it was about Mel the plumber when I was working in Rochester.
It was like she had a
newer show.
No, you said shit sandwich.
Oh, that. Yeah. That's what I was working on. Trump building. It was two joined. So anyone out there knows it was like K&L or M&L or something like that, or K&J. And we're sitting there, and there was this timekeeper, Ricky, right?
Ricky.
He always just looked like this. I'm just sitting there one day, and this dude Kevin, who wound up, me and him wound up being partners at work for years. I just met this guy, right? And like, you're a little standoffish when you meet new people, especially in the construction world. You got to feel people out, right?
Right.
We're just sitting there, and he goes, Brad, look at Ricky over there. I'm like, yeah, waiting for something serious. He goes, looks like he just ate a shit sandwich. He's sitting there like, and man, I belly laughed for like 10 minutes after that. I was like, I'd never heard that before, but I remembered it. It's one of my favorite sayings to say. That was a long time ago. Yeah.
But also then to loop back from that other story you told me about that wise, like he was an Irish guy or something.
No, he was a Rasta dude. He was an islander. I think he might have been Jamaican, but he's an islander. And we were that was on the Bloomberg building, so I was talking like 2003, 2004. And then that was between Lexington and Park and I want to say 49th and 50th.
I have no
Street.
idea what he's talking
quote me
about.
on that. But it's this huge building is a huge light well. At the time, it was the 6th tallest building in Manhattan, and it's 731 Lexington, I think, is the address. So you guys can look it up. It's a really tall building. I think it's the tallest one I ever did to date.
Wait. Okay, while you're talking, let me look it up, and we'll pull it up.
I look
bro.
at 731 Lexington. I believe that's the address. And then right after that, I did World Trade Center 7. I did those two back to back. Those are the two tallest buildings. I think technically World Trade Center 7 is a little taller, allegedly, because they always go from sea level. But since it's a little higher there were more floors on the Bloomberg building.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, that's that bottom left one. Yeah, in the bottom top left.
This?
Oh, I guess they're all. Yeah, and that's the atrium in the middle.
What's this?
That's the bottom of it. And
That's pretty.
Yeah, that's the atrium
worked
inside.
on
We had to lay out those curves.
Oh
Yep,
my
I was one of the surveyors on that.
gosh!
Yep.
It-
And that's looking up the top. That's the same building. And then
Is it
just
this
to the left
one?
of it is when and that's what it looks like during the day.
Wait, hold on. We're gonna do different tabs because this is just cool, guys. I know I'm always like finding out new things about Brad. Like, oh, he just worked on amazing things. That's
so somewhere
wild.
around the middle of this building.
Oh my god!
There was this carpenter foreman, John Fitzpatrick, and I wound up being friends with him. But at the time, man, we and him were just butting heads. And he's pissing me off. And we're having coffee break. And he's all the way on the other side of the job. Yeah.
Having coffee break.
Yeah. So it's all the way on the other side of the job, right? He's hanging out with his friends having coffee. And I'm just kind of like sitting by myself stewing, right? And I'm just so effing mad. And this Rasta comes up to me. It's like, young blood. Goes, look at him over there, right? Look at him. He's smiling. He's laughing. He's having fun. He goes, your hate only affects you. Your anger, that ain't hurting him. He goes, I mean, well, we couldn't see each other. It wasn't like he was doing it to throw in my face. He was just having his coffee break, right?
His vibes was coming out,
Yeah.
right? His vibes were just making everybody feel like
Guys,
crap.
all the way on the other end. No, me and him were arguing the whole time. And then, everyone break coffee, everyone does their own thing. So that guy doesn't even know I'm stewing over here. Just this guy is seeing me butting heads all morning. And he comes over to me. He's like, look at him over there. He goes, your anger, it only affects you. Being upset is only affecting you. It's not affecting him. He goes, your blood pressure's raising right now. He goes, you're tense. He was basically breaking down like being upset. It doesn't affect the person you're upset at. It doesn't change the situation. It only hurts you. It only ruins your day. And pretty much saying to me like, enjoy your coffee break. Who cares? Why are you going to let that guy who's being a dick ruin your day? It ain't ruining his day. And I never forgot that. And that was like a significant moment in my life. So that was some Islander wisdom for you.
And it was significant when you told me. Remember, like I've come from a lot of traumatic things that happened from a prior relationship that I was in. And like Brad was like, first of all, he helped me get through a lot of stuff, process a lot of stuff. But then just like teaching me about like, you don't have to be upset about that, especially things you can't control. Who gives a they don't like you?
Can't control
whatever. Like, not your problem, right? That's their problem. If you're just nice to everyone you meet, whatever, and they just decide to treat you like crap, well, that's not your problem, and there's nothing you can do about it. I always wanted to fix everything. See, babe, I want to fix things, right? A lot of women watching, right? We want to fix things. We're the mother nature thing in our heart. We want to fix everything for everything. Sometimes we can't. And like we just gotta, I don't know. So anyways, you taught me how like you gotta let things go. Don't let it bother you. Obviously they suck, but you can choose to not let it affect you. It's almost like I visualized like I saw myself and I stepped out of myself. That's how I had to do it. You go, well, look at how that's really affecting my mood, my hormones, everything. Like that guy's ruined my day. In fact, with epigenetics, if you're like stressed or triggered, it'll actually affect your body though. You get sick. So
you guys were talking about that on Alphas Make Sandwiches. I really believe in that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so crazy. Actually, I want to go back to your buildings in just a second, but because I
Yeah.
was saying that, this is epigenetics, guys. This will blow your mind. It's what they really don't want you to know. Okay, stress triggers the gene, is what I was trying to spell. If I spelled it wrong. Yes, stress can trigger genes by causing epigenetic changes like adding or removing chemical tags to your DNA or modifying histones. I don't know, histones,
Yeah,
which
that's a big deal.
essentially tell genes
It's like,
to
yeah.
turn.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go. Yeah.
Which essentially tells genes to turn on or off, altering protein production. Okay, this is crazy. Altering protein production and impacting stress response, immunity, and disease risk, with effects that can sometimes even be passed down generations. The study they did is they had a rat, and she was so in stress mode. They did this purposely, and then she had offspring when she was in that stress mode. They were more likely to produce that gene that expressed the disease. Whoa, right? So stress activates the HPA axis, releasing cortisol. That is the main ingredient in all the steroids we take to try to bring down our inflammation. So it releases that. No wonder everyone's stressed. We're just releasing cortisol all the time. Powerful epigenetic regulator that influences these modifications, leading to long-term shifts in gene expression linked to conditions like depression, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. What do you think of that?
Yeah, stress. I'm a big believer that stress brings out your elements and just amplifies them and could just literally have physical repercussions.
Yeah. Oh, man. And I'm learning more and more every day. But yeah, before we go, just
Yeah,
hold
and
up.
I'll just put a bow on that story too. Is
Yeah.
like when a Rasta walks up and says "Youngblood," you're probably gonna get. You want to listen. Probably gonna get some words of advice, or he's gonna ask you for weed. One or the other.
He called you young blood.
Youngblood. Yeah, that's how he came up. With it.
Hey, young blood. Wait. And wait, can you do the accent?
Young. Now I can't because I'm laughing.
What it
Youngblood.
Rastafarian? Oh. They sound
like the islanders, like Jamaica. And I don't know all those like central islands, whatever they are. I don't know.
I like your try.
All kind of same shit to me.
Okay, so real quick before we go, because I'm just so
Rastafari.
impressed. I'm so impressed. Okay, these they don't have a lot of different pictures. Okay, I'm just going back to this one that I'm showing here.
Yeah, the one on the left
So-
there is a cool one. That's probably the best representation. It's
Yeah, it's like all the pictures I pick, they're small and stuff. So, man, how do you feel about making something like that? Is that
it's a trip.
cool?
In hindsight, it's a trip. Yeah, I that particular one, you had a full view of Central Park, and then when you looked at this way, you could see the 59th Street Bridge and all of Queens. You're looking out towards Jersey. You kind of got lost a little in the buildings, looking downtown. You were above them, so you could pretty much see to like Midtown and a little past Midtown. It was the best view I've ever had for the whole
That's
time
so
I was
cool.
ever working construction. Yep.
Remember when we were on top of the Empire State Building when you took me there?
Well, imagine that's your job. Imagine just working and that's just your scenery while you're working every day.
Whoa.
That's how it used to be. And on that job, there was one time when we were really up high and I tripped towards the edge and fell into the protection brackets, which are just 3x4s, just 2 rows of 3x4s. And I fell and grabbed that. And I was like, oh, they really worked. They saved my life. Those things weren't there, I would have fell 800 feet. And I turned around and my partner Dave at the time, he was just like white. It was like, I thought you
Oh
were
my
dead, bro.
gosh, he
I was-
thought he was gonna witness you dying. Dude, baby, I'm so
That's one
glad
of-
you didn't die.
That's one of 3 near-death experiences I ever had working. And it's a doozy, man. It happens so fast. It's just like, you don't think people say you think about stuff. And all 3, I just thought about live,
Yeah.
whatever there, like literally. So,
You have guardian angels watching over you, I think. I'm
Yeah,
so glad
yeah,
you didn't perish.
Me
Yeah, my darling Sherry says, "Oh wow, you guys
Yeah.
are so wonderful." Um, I was gonna lead you out. Oh yeah, I'll lead you out with what the White House just put out, and then in just a sec. But I just want to come here to the chat real quick. Bright Star said something that really I thought was good. He says, "Thanks for a great show, y'all. I feel motivated, Abby." That is all I wanted to do. Is just like encourage you guys, give you motivation, show you what I'm doing in my life. That's all I'm doing. I'm showing you, making music, putting out music videos, stuff to help patriots, help wake up the minds. I'm cleaning house as far as body. I need to get healthy so I'm not sick all the time. Turns out I'm losing some weight with it. Great. You know what I mean? Like I'm just going with it. I'm seeing what's going to happen. It's kind of like an experiment. Like, what will my body be like off of sugar for 20 days? Right? So just treat it like a drug or something, see what happens. So, but it's been great. And Brad's
it
been
is like a
doing it
reverse
too.
drug. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's been fun actually, making fun recipes and things like that. So, all right, let me go to, I had it pulled open, then I put it down. White House. Do a little dance, Brad. Oh no, he wants to close it out. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Trump dance.
Yeah, I know. That's what I did in my music videos. I was just, after a while, like everyone's all dancing, and I'm like, I'm dancing, right? So it's okay. So they just put this out. The White House, it's titled Army Navy Football Game. It's really short, but it looks cool and motivational. So I thought it'd be a good ending. All right, guys, thank you so much. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you. And Brad, thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure when you come here.
And we'll see you guys on Tuesday or tomorrow.
Yeah,
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Tomorrow. If you don't subscribe to Badlands Media, and if you're on YouTube, you can go. But like I said, sometimes we get strikes and stuff. You really want to go to Rumble. Make a Rumble account if you don't. Search Badlands Media, and then you're going to find us. And it's our network. And oh boy, like I said, we'll say things that get strikes left and right, whatever. But it's the truth, right? The truth is the truth. Everybody's got different opinions, of course. But that's what makes it really fun. And definitely give Brad and Abby Live a follow. We'll be going live tomorrow, and it should be really fun. And yeah, any last words, babe?
We'll see you then, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night.
All right, love you guys. Where we go, one,
We go all.
boom.